Taxi drivers recently had a meeting with Namibia Transport and Taxi Union in order to decide when and where they will halt services across Windhoek if the authorities do not heed to their request for fair treatment. Namibia Transport and Taxi Union President Werner January said the city police were threatening the livelihood of taxi drivers by suspending their driver licenses.
The suspension of licenses. Remember that this is our livelihood. Our licenses are our diplomas, they are our degrees. Now, the moment that they are going to suspend or take away our license, how are we going to make a living? We have families, we have children, we have wives, we have our elderly parents at the farms, Reservate, the north, wherever. So that issue, and the biggest issue now, while people are planning to suspend our licenses, that issue has not been addressed to us. We have not been given the right or opportunity to have an input or to make an input to these funny laws that they are trying to bring up here.
Taxi drivers at the meeting couldn't understand why, in a city with serious crimes, the officers were focusing on law-breaking taxis.
Seriously to talk, we are not really treated fairly when it comes to taxi drivers in Windhoek. Point number one, we don't have enough facilities, taxi ranks, taxi stops, taxi parking here. We don't have anything in Windhoek. But everywhere we are stopping, picking up or dropping off our client, we are just getting fines.
We raised up 2 complaints to city police and the Namibian police. Yeah, until now we did not get a feedback from them. And this year now they come up with another strategy to broadcast. When I'm saying to broadcast, it's like they come up with to suspend our license.
But now the court, they have to decision that we must pay. Now we have long time we are started to ask the communication now with the government and the traffic to working together. But now they are refused, they are ignoring for us.
January also made reference to an increment in fees for passengers, which he said would have to happen soon in order for taxi drivers to survive in our tough economic times.
There are issues that we are trying to bring forth first which are critical. Yes, the increment is one of the issues. But the issue of the increment, we want to push it far back on the list to deal with it later. I think the most prominent issue, as opposed to suspension of license and increment, you know, which one is more important to you would think. I think the suspension of license will be more critical than the increment, because if your license is suspended, how are you going to enjoy the benefit of increment? So yes, no, increment is one of the issues. Others are suggesting $20, others are suggesting $15, others are suggesting merely $2.
The date of the demonstration will be announced once the relevant authorities have been informed, said January.